Hello, and welcome to the Employee Assistance Program webinar. Today we are going to talk about the different components of the EAP benefit and how they can be used. First, let's talk a little bit about Employee and Family Resources, the provider of this benefit. Located in Des Moines, Iowa, EFR was established in 1964 as a nonprofit health service organization providing independent assessment and referral services. Our goal at EFR is to help people manage life's challenges so they can reach their full potential. In addition to the EAP benefit, EFR delivers prevention, intervention, and treatment services that support and enhance the health and well-being of individuals, families, and communities. You might wonder why EAP programs are important to have as a benefit and resource in the workplace. According to Gallup, 70% of the U.S. workforce is not engaged at work, and this costs companies $300 billion annually in lost productivity. Included in that cost are the price tags associated with absenteeism and turnover. So, how does an EAP help with engagement? We know that people arrive to work every day with an invisible suitcase of sorts. Inside this suitcase are concerns and issues that can distract them from work responsibilities. What we know is that 1 in 5 adults will experience a diagnosable mental illness in a given year, and of those, 15% will experience a co-occurring substance use disorder. Only 38% of those needing mental health treatment receive appropriate services, and in the workforce, about 1 in 4 or 25% are likely to have mental health or substance abuse issues. And we know that that is expensive, costing $80 to $100 billion each year. We know that life happens, and it is impossible to draw a line between someone's personal and professional lives. And for that reason, the EAP is a great resource for employees and family members of employees to turn to. Among the more common issues the EAP can help with are relationship problems, managing grief and understanding loss, personal growth, parenting concerns, and substance abuse. At a glance, here are some of the most important things to remember about your EAP benefit. First, it is of no cost to you, the employee, or your family members. Those living in your household are eligible for the EAP services. There is no enrollment or eligibility period. You are eligible upon employment. And most importantly, this is a confidential resource and confidential service. Now you might be wondering how it works, and the good news is that it couldn't be any easier. To connect with EFR, simply call our 800 number. Master degreed clinicians answer our phones 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And no matter what the reason you're calling, EFR can help direct you to the appropriate services. One of the features of the EAP benefit is in-person counseling. Depending on the benefit your employer has elected, you are eligible for at least 3, if not more, in-person counseling sessions per issue per year for each member eligible from your family. Anytime you have questions concerning how to use the benefit, simply give us a call and we can help you navigate through your options and resources. All our appointments are timely and we can respond to immediate emergencies. Outside the in-person counseling benefit, EFR provides a lot of other great resources through your EAP. These include financial and legal consultation, elder and child care resources, identity theft resolution, monthly newsletters, and various EAP resources available on our website. Let's talk about the financial consultation benefit. This is a free telephonic consultation with a certified financial counselor or consultant. You may call about things like debt management, budgeting, or college tuition planning. The financial advisor or consultant will refer you to community resources when needed. Like financial consultation, the legal consultation is also a free telephonic resource. Simply call EFR and we will connect you with an attorney for any kind of legal issue unrelated to employment. If you choose to stay with that attorney, you do receive ongoing legal services at a reduced rate. The Elder Care Resource is a telephonic consultation that can help you assess elder and adult care needs. care option evaluation, research and referral to appropriate services and resources, and support and assistance for caregivers and family members is included in this benefit. Please take a moment to visit our website, www.efr.org/myeap, to learn more about these benefits and resources. What we're going to talk about next is how the EAP benefit can be used specifically for managers. If you are not a manager, feel free to leave the webinar. Otherwise, this information might be interesting and helpful, so remain connected to learn more. The EAP benefit provides a support system for managers and supervisors to help employees get back on track. If there are issues or concerns causing distraction, absenteeism, tardiness, or poor work performance that are related to personal issues, EFR is here to help resolve those issues so managers and supervisors can focus on employee performance concerns. One of the greatest tools for managers and supervisors is the Management Consultation benefit. Simply call our 800 number and share what concerns you have regarding employee performance. From there, we can help you identify the best resources and next steps to take. Many times, the next step is what we call a referral process, and there are multiple types of referrals, so let's go through each one. The first is a self-referral, and this is done on a voluntary basis. Simply put, an employee chooses on their own will to connect with EFR to learn more about and/or use their EAP resources. The next type of referral is a suggested referral. This is where a manager might encourage employees to use the EAP benefit by promoting its availability on a regular basis. This might be mentions of the benefit during team meetings or having EAP materials available and visible in the workplace. Perhaps even, an employee cites a personal issue they've encountered, but work performance hasn't changed, or has only changed a little. This is when a suggested referral to use the benefit is appropriate. The recommended referral takes it to the next step. You've seen a difference in work performance, but it's not at a critical juncture. However, you believe if the employee contacts EFR to use his or her EAP benefit, improvement is possible. Oftentimes, this is when there have been ongoing concerns with an employee that haven't reached any kind of verbal or written warning. And the last step is the management referral, which we will go into much greater detail on to help you understand how to use. The management referral is a formal process that occurs at a point in which the employee has received written or verbal disciplinary warnings or actions by the employer. Essentially, this is action-based triage to help employees remain productive and retain their employment amidst personal obstacles that they might be enduring. It is important as a supervisor or manager to only focus on the observables, things you can easily document such as attendance, performance, and follow-through, misconduct, and safety or ethical concerns related to the employee. So how do you start this process? Again, give us a call. During the call, you can discuss your concerns related to the employee and his or her work performance with EFR. If it is determined that a management referral is the appropriate action to take, EFR sends an authorization form to the manager or supervisor for the employee to sign, and then the form is returned to EFR. The employee who is having performance issues is responsible for the next step, calling EFR to schedule an appointment and eventually meet with an EAP counselor. With authorization, EFR can report back to the manager or supervisor attendance, recommendation acceptance, and follow-through. Essentially, we can only share whether or not the employee attended counseling sessions, if they accepted the recommended action steps to take from the counselor, and if there was follow-through. No details regarding personal issues affecting work performance are shared. Essentially, the management referral process is collaborative and actively monitored by EFR and closed when mutually agreed upon. Another benefit that managers and supervisors can access through the EAP is called crisis response. If ever there is an illness or injury of an employee or employee family member, death of an employee or family member, worksite accident, violence in the workplace, or staffing reductions, EFR can assist with having difficult conversations with employees. How this works is that a manager or supervisor calls EFR to arrange for a group debriefing of the incident and then one-on-one follow-up time with a counselor. Our goal is to help employees process their reactions and emotions related to the crisis. Other EAP benefits include life coaching, workplace trainings, mediation services, and wellness programs. To learn more about those services, visit our website or connect with your account manager. Thank you for your time today. If you have been thinking about using your EAP resources, it's likely that you would benefit from giving us a call. As mentioned earlier, we are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to assist with any questions or concerns you have.